First off, let me talk my. Got a couple things I gotta cross off my list. How you insomniac for sleeping on my. It's a bad soundtrack, read the script. Born in the motherland, headed straight down to the south. Tennessee mornings with pops, working 3 jobs. I knew that they struggled to get it, that's why I wanted to get it. That embedded, you get it, treat it like a law. And I'ma need commission for this hit. Last laid the canvas and I painted over it. I don't need a vision board to show you I'm betting on myself, count the chips. Got it. Made some choices for a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin, just being honest. Try to sink my ship like Titanic and leave me with Jack. Hope I be panicking, but I rose to the top. Isn't it funny that the is built like a Maserati, yoga folding like origami? What? I walk the walk, I talk the talk, I be saying what I want. When I had no deposit, closet was looking real bare. Now I made a deposit, my closet's looking super rare. Drove it really far. Crazy how did just happen, wishing on a star. It's a celebration, I ain't talking Mardi Gras. With a little patience, you'll be eating Budokan. What you want? What you want? Made some choices for a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin, just being honest. Never let a manufacture stack like that. And if it getting toxic, tell the boy fall back. If it was back then, I'd be tripping off that. Took a little time just to get me on track. I went from snotty to snobby, got it like immune to everybody, this is Stunt 101. Up in the club, throwing this 50s like hate it or love it, I just can't get enough. Labels from calling me, I said move if you call me please, or don't even bother me. They said oh my apologies, they keep calling and calling, I keep stalling and stalling. Rookie of the year, my career snowballing. Got it. Made some choices for a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin, just being honest.
Yeah. Turn me up. Yeah. Hey, check it. Okay, I feel unstoppable. Losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line. Do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. You ain't made it till you got stylers go out and shop for you. You ain't made it till they put on top of you. Parading through the city, the whole block come out for you. We just getting started, y'all finna see what we bout to do. Boy, stop, you ain't here, I'm the real truth. Hunters real blue, strips on them still new. Shopping at Dover Street, I'm dripping like mildew. They say you don't visit the hood, dog, I still do. A real one, only difference, my bill's bigger. I'm still with ya, I just got rich a little quicker. The same man, God handed me his game plan.
It was once just an idea until breaking ground in November of 2016, and now here it is in all its glory. Spectacular SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on 10 between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Chargers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This is going to be returned from... And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Well, how's that for an early storyline? Some people are asking the ushers where their seat is, and boom, we've got a score on the board, a fumble return on the opening kickoff.
And this is where all the tailgating groups are looking at each other saying, maybe we need to get to the stadium just a little bit earlier next time.
But, man, those bratwursts, they're good, Charles. They're good. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. They find some open field here. And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, LA. James. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Way after.
And they'll start at the 25 as McKinnon decides against returning it.
Yep. And if you did do something, you better have had some protection too. We don't need no more damn babies around here.
They'll start out on the ground at Saquon Barkley. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
So I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Winston. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down.
And the tight end is certainly positioned to move the chains because they can control space underneath. They've got good hands. Then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
That's what I was thinking, but I wasn't sure. Okay. Good. If not, we probably have some, because I have a whole bunch.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Running left, it's Barkley. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. Perfect for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Winston. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Get man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Play fake. Winston. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Chargers are going to take over here near the 40. So first interception thrown for him there. And that's really not the best decision either.
Not at all. That's something he did not do. And they're
this is not how your life
interceptions in that game. But this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now see if they got turned it into points.
I was going to say, that is not what the Georgia Lions look like.
That's how we get all the clothes, yeah.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. It's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they're trying to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
this defense for the Chiefs, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
83 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. The Chargers at 6-3 on the year. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
And he's got room. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
No face allowed to be.
Technically, legally, I
Second and 7, with the score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it?
I told you, this ain't no strong. If you want me to stop talking, you better end the beat, because I ain't gonna stop.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
I think I put too much ice in there. Hear me?
Yeah.
For the next one, the other half that's in there, I just won't fill it with it. Because remember, I poured half and then the next half I fill with ice. So the first half I won't put ice in it.
Second down at 7. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert steps away. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 14.
It tastes good.
From the pistol, they
He likes all the things.
and now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Right.
A pretty decent game.
From the 9, second and 5.
You don't. You don't.
Again, it's
You drink
Cook.
them.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a first and goal. They'll run with Cook. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now. Our score after 1. From the 2 now, second and goal. Cook will take this into the end zone for a Charger touchdown. Now, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the second time in the ball game.
And Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's
They let her out.
He wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Jared McKinnon to take it out of the end zone.
When I was still under my mom's house, it didn't matter.
And he'll be stopped right where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. is about set to begin this drive. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
That I've already told her to do multiple times. She comes out with
Throw it. Winston. Chargers are
going to get the pressure and bring him down. Right?
They push him back 8 yards and time on 2nd down.
Look to me.
Their first sack of the game
She
doesn't
walks
come
way
from
all,
the
you know,
usual
pouting
suspect.
in her head down and stuff.
Front, but Charles
Stands to me, you know he's taller than me.
And I can tell you from experience,
Knock him off,
he's beyond excited to make that play because
Yes,
to run at the quarterback like that. Usually you're defending the pass, and he takes
grabs the tablet
and dumps into the turf.
follows her. What the fuck? Most of it.
They'll look to throw. And Winston lost the football.
What the fuck?
Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense got it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
The Charger drive about to get going. And you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
That time they're able to bottle him up, and he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. And they'll send Williams in motion right. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Well, this is caught by Williams. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. They'll run for it. Cook. A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Good spot on the field to go for it, kind of no man's land as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter is telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow, might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Cook again. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They need to get this to the 24 on third down. Out of the gun, Herbert. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time. And you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Off the play fake, Winston. Buying time to his left. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Third and long for Winston. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. A second fake. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They'll run with Barkley. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Jameis to throw it. Steps away to his left.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And the tight end goes in motion left. After the turnover, here's Herbert. They'll roll him out right. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Balled at the 26, 2nd and 7.
Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
Herbert now. He's going to be brought down there in the field of play, and the clock will run. No timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Up the middle with Barkley. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Winston now from the 50. Being chased out left. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. And now off to the races down the right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
Hey, that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate. Those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Calvin Joseph. And they will finally put it into the return, but not enough. takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
So they get the interception, and almost as importantly, a big return after that.
And who was the guy that saved the touchdown, partner? The guy who threw the interception. A lot of times, he just gives it the old Olay, but give him credit. He went old school. He was determined not to make this a pick six. And he got there in time to make the tackle.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal?
Again, it's Cook. But he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Calvin Ridley with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chargers take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Out of the end zone comes McKinnon. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try and put points on the board.
The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Winston now. This one caught by Isabella. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That ball complete to Isabella. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Jameis now on first down. That is caught by a diving Thomas. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. From the red zone now, Winston. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling from 17 yards out.
And the Chiefs get a bit closer.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. The tight end in motion right. On 2nd and 9. Herbert. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up 3rd and 1. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Yeah.
They run it again with Cook. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point in the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
On 2nd down, Cook. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. They run the counter with Cook.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll take this close to a 1st down at the Chiefs' 29.
172 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A gain of 4 that time as the drive will continue. Cook up the gut. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They run again on 1st down. Cook. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Where is
They'll try the air now with Herbert. Touchdown, Chargers! Mike Williams from 8 yards out. And the Chargers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. Out of the end zone comes McKinnon. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Winston now to throw on first down. Throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelsey. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. To throw, Winston. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Here's Winston. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Trayvon Walker in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Play action now. Winston.
Hell
and they got him once again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They go play action. Winston. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. And the Chiefs are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. A 3-score game here already. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to touchdown. Saquon Barkley, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead will be cut down to 14. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Chargers, and it appears they're going to win this football game. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. They're going to pass here with Herbert. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So line of scrimmage still to 39 on 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert on the move to his left. Ridley has does it. What a catch. And they'll have it in the end zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
On first down, it's Herbert. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
They are really not faithful.
Nah, not really.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Herbert back to the air. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull.